Good morning, everyone. It's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady One. Happy 4th of July, everyone. I am coming to you this morning with a video of another junk journal that I made. A couple weeks ago, I got a message on YouTube from a viewer who had seen some of my junk journals and asked if I would make one for her. This was about the biggest thrill that I could have, that somebody saw something I did and wanted me to make something. So that was just so exciting for me. Her name, I believe, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right, so forgive me if I'm wrong. So Zio, if you're watching this and you don't want to see your junk journal before you get it, just walk away now. But I wanted to do a video of it simply for, I like to video them anyway, but it's very difficult to take pictures of junk journals because there are so many pages, and I like to have pictures of everything that I make, so doing a video of a junk journal is the easiest thing for me to do. When she contacted me about doing this, she said I could do whatever. The only stipulation was that I not use any leather in it, which really wasn't that difficult at all, I thought, until I found the cover of the old book that I wanted to use for this, which is actually the cover of an old Childcraft book. And I kept looking at this going, is this leather or isn't it leather? So I did a lot of research online and finally found some information about Childcraft and the years that different ones were published. And this is not leather. It is a faux leather. I'm very grateful for the person who loved Childcraft that much that they put all that information online that I could find it. So no worries, this is not leather. She is a teacher. And I, of course, recently have acquired a lot of school supplies from my daughter's school, so my mind immediately went to school mode. I love the school theme anyway, so there you will see a lot of that in this junk journal here. So, again, I used a Childcraft cover, and the reason I like this one, as you can see, it's got a person in the school in the background, the kid going off to school. So this and this is the actual cover. This here is like a sticker tape that I believe is a Making Memories, with the numbers on there. It came in a pack with, I think there's another one that looks like a ruler and one that looks like the regular, like the lines, what am I trying to call it? The things that, the blank pages that kids write on. I can't believe I'm drawing such a blank. Isn't that pathetic? Here, look. It's this. There you go. Anyway, so that was where I believe it's Making Memories. And then I use the reinforcements here because that seems school-like to me. As usual, I have a lot of my crocheted doily things that I've cut apart. These brads are, I can't remember what company that is. I think it might be a K&N Company thing, these brads with the numbers on them. This here in the center here is a little apple brad that was a really bright red color. And then I decided to try for the very first time some of the alcohol inks that Monique had sent me. So there, that's kind of like a, I think it was called Currant with mixed with like the silver, is it called an additive, fixative? I can't even remember. But anyway, so I kind of inked that up to give it a little bit darker look, and the clock face behind it and the little clock hand here and the gears are also from the things that Monique sent me. So look, I'm trying to use metal. Yay me! Under here is where it actually said Childcraft, and I kind of went back and forth for a while of what to put on there. So I just ended up going with this like book plate thing and then this little blank slip of paper, which in theory does come out, so she could write on there anything she wanted to. And then on the sides, I've bound it with 6-inch book rings. One of these days I'm actually going to use my binding machine with those little wire things that come with it, but I keep making these junk journals that are too fat for that. So these are 2-inch book rings that I just bought at my office supply store. So let's go inside. So the inside, I really liked this background that was on the cover already, so I left it there. And just put some more of this trim along. Put a little piece of paper there because I didn't like the rough edge here. So just put a blank paper there and then covered it, the seam with the trim. Here's a library card pocket that I covered with paper, and I can't remember where that paper came from. They were scraps that I had from another album that I did. And here we have a vintage seamstress tag with some lace, more doilies, and then this ABC. I don't know what company made them, but what they are the little, I don't think you can really probably tell there. They're the little ribbon slider things, so you would slide a ribbon through there and sort of make whatever word you wanted. But I just used the ABC from that, and then here's a bit of a vintage ruler that I cut apart. I had actually thought about using that vintage ruler on the front to cover up that there, but then in the end decided I wanted to go with the book plate. So let's take a look-see inside. Excuse me. These are just little number cards I got at my local antique mall. I'm not sure what they are from or for, but they were fun, so I bought them. This is the paper I was trying to explain, that little blank ruled, that's the word, the ruled paper that the elementary kids learn to write on. So there's some in there with a little stamp there. I did use some pattern paper in here. This is the Londonary collection from Prima. So I made a couple little pockets and things there, and some more seamstress tags. Here we have, excuse me, some of those like manila tab divider things, and there are 5 throughout, and these are from Scrabble Junior, I believe, these little tiles here. And there's 5 of them in here, and on this side they go throughout the album and it spells teach, and then on the other side it spells learn. And there's just some seam binding from my stash. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a recipe card or an index card or what, but it was a school theme and I liked it. Here's some pages from some of those test booklets that I got from my daughter's school. Some paper from a game, an old game called Giotto. Here are pages from, I believe, from a Dick and Jane book or something like that, but I like them, and little pictures on the back. Here's some little tiny index cards that have the little letters on the side, and they go throughout and they spell the word read. Some ledger paper, a time card. I love these. These are sentence strips. They come in big, long strips in different colors, and I love them. So I have a big stash of them. I don't use them very often, but I thought they would be perfect in here, so I cut them apart, and you will find several of these in various colors throughout the junk journal. Here is a little, some kind of school office form for grades, and some library cards. Oops, made a pocket out of that. It's a bingo card, some more ledger paper. Here's an old flash card, and these particular cards spell the word fun as you go through the album. Here's some more paper from the Prima collection, and this, whoops, don't think you can really see. I didn't put anything in there, but that is a pocket, so something could be slid in there. Another file tab. Here's the E from teach and the E from learn. This is from a, what do you call it? Like a homework planner type of thing. As you can see, it has homework, subject, when's it's due, and you mark off whether or not it's completed. Some Rolodex cards. Oh, here's some more of these little sentence strips. Some more paper from the collection, and little cards that also came from a sheet in that collection. There's a stencil, a little boy. Some more paper with a school bus stamp, flash card, green stamp book. I love green stamp books. Doesn't really have anything to do with school, but I think they're really cool. So we have a green stamp book in there. Here, I love this. This came from, whoops, I'm sorry. Better not do that. This came from the stuff that oh my, I'm making a mess. I'm just knocking things over. Ah! My envelopes. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should go back to bed and try again later. It's a Happy Gram. It came from the recycled school supplies from my daughter's school, and I just thought that was really cute. Some more of the seamstress tags all left together. Here's a disciplinary referral form in triplicate. Another old flash card. Some more pages from the little test packets. Here is, oh, I love this. This is from a, let me find one here. This is from, it's called a spelling blank. And I guess the idea is that the kids write their spelling words and the teachers check off and they see how they're doing before the test. And I got a bunch of those, and I just thought that was really cool. So here we have some blank pages of that. Here is a piece from a game, a lingo game, and I just took a little, it's a Viz Ed vocabulary card that says teach and glued it in there. And then here we have some scraps from the different ledger papers that just tuck in there. There's the next folder, some more ledger paper, an old stencil that I found at one of my local thrift stores that I thought I had to have. Never knew what I was going to do with it, but I think it was perfect in that. Notebook paper. Here's the second card that spells out read. Oh, this is from a book. It's one of those booklets that it's like school days, and they have a little thing for every year. It's got the little pocket here, and you put the picture and some information and everything like that. And the person that this journal is for is a preschool teacher, so I pulled out the preschool portion, and you can see there's kindergarten on the back. But here's little booklets that, again, were from the stash of things I brought from school. More sentence strips. Oops. Huh. I love this paper. I'm not sure where I got that. I think at a thrift store, but it was a whole tablet full of this, and I thought that was really cute. Some more paper from the collection. Here's a U with the fun. Here's some music paper. Here is, I have to put a paper bag in everything that I do since I'm the paper bag lady, but this is, if you can see, it's the paper bags in there. This was a wine bottle bag, and I just sort of cut it apart and made 3 little pockets. The top pocket has some scraps in it. Center pocket has a little tablet. Teachers have class. Whoops. And then the first pocket has a little mini composition book, which is, of course, very school-like to me. And then the back just has the pattern paper. Here's some grid paper. I think it's actually from quilting, used to use it when you design quilts. Another bingo card. Some, I think it's bridge score sheets. Some more paper. There's another one of those little number cards. This is from a booklet, another booklet I got from the stash of school supplies, which is Words I Use When I Write. And it goes, whoops, it's got all these things and then places for the kids to write their own words. So we had to put some pages of that in there. Another index card and a little booklet. Another Happy Gram, because they're so fun. I had to put another one in. Here is the alphabet. This is a page from a book called Words I Use When I Write, which is it's a little hardcover book. And I bought about 5 or 6 of them once at a flea market, and they are great for all kinds of images and things like that. Here's another little form that the school would use. I just folded it over, made a pocket out of it, and put some more of the sentence strip bits in there. Here's from a grade book. I remember my mom using these, loved those. Paper, another flashcard. Here is some music from a children's book. And I don't even know why I picked the Humpty Dumpty page. I don't even like Humpty Dumpty. Maybe that's why. I was trying to get rid of Humpty Dumpty. But anyway, Humpty Dumpty kind of freaked me out as a kid. There's the A in read. Here is a bit of old Scrabble board, and I just used some Scrabble titles to spell out journal and play. Here is a piece from, I believe it is Travel Wheel of Fortune. I love these little round things, and I picked this one because it says Public Library, and that's a school thing. Here's some more pages from a homework planner. Another little pocket from the paper collection with some more seamstress tags and lace. More of the paper. Here is a report card, a 6-week plan report card from Perry County Public Schools, 1922. I don't know if this is the Perry County that's near me or not, but from someone's grade 3. It looks like they got straight A's. Ooh, that's impressive. Here's the last of the letters that spells out teach. Here is some just standard paper from what do they call this one? It's just a regular assignment book. The pages like that, so we pulled some out of that. To read. Here's a little, this isn't actually from a book, it's a piece of paper from an ephemera pack. I hesitate to call them ephemera because they're not really ephemera, they're duplicated ephemera, but it looked like a school type thing. Another index card, some more pages from the test booklets. Here's a Bible school or Sunday school leaflet, and this one I put in here because it says Jesus the Good Teacher. Have to stay with a theme. More ledger paper. Oh, and here's my other thing that I always tend to put in all my junk journals, which has nothing to do with teaching, but is just really cool because it's the old recipe booklet. And there's a little bit of Pennsylvania Dutch stuff going on in here then. And another one of these fun papers. More sentence strips. Another thing from the primary reader or whatever it is. There's the N for fun. Here is a, looks like some type of a grade sheet. It has the student, you put the students' names and the grades on paper. And finally, the last piece of pattern paper with the little tags in it. And then the back, I just left the back plain and then put the, some more of that tape, that sticky tape from Making Memories, I believe. That's the ruler one. And then I left the back fairly plain. So that is my latest junk journal. And Zio, I hope that you like it. I hope you will like it even more in person when you get it and page through it. I did forget another thing I do like about these book rings. Although sometimes you have this fat bit right here that wants to curl around. I just put the lace around it. But the nice thing about this is, to me, that if the person who has the junk journal wants to rearrange pages or add anything to it, pull something out for whatever reason, it's very easy to just open up the rings and make any changes. So there's my latest junk journal. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great holiday weekend. I guess it's not the weekend, it's middle of the week, but a great holiday. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.